Hey everybody, watch this review here. They look at Appa from the Avatar, The Last Airbender movie. Now, I haven't actually seen this movie myself yet, but everybody who I've talked to, both online and off, who has seen it, hasn't thought a whole lot of it. In fact, a lot of people have called it pretty damn terrible. Personally, I got this more because I missed the original Avatar, wave back when the cartoon came out. I didn't watch the series on its original Nickelodeon run, partly because the commercials made it look kind of kiddie, and partly because maybe I was just going through that kiddie phase, when you get older and stuff, and you start to look at cartoons and you think, oh my god, this stuff's for kids, but eventually you either grow out of it or you don't. But I saw the series recently and, got my interest going, so I decided to pick up one of the figures. In fact, I probably would have picked up the whole 4-inch line if not for the fact that the figures were like $8 each at Target, Toys R Us. I didn't see them at Walmart. And, the quality is just not really there. The eyes were, really painted off. They have, these little dots half the time, and, it's not huge quality, but originally, these things were put out by a company called Spin Master. I've never heard of them, but they announced 3 waves, but I think this is the first wave, which got pushed back or something, and then given the reception the movie just received, I'm not sure that they're going to come out with the other waves, which kind of sucks because, as you'll notice, there's no Katara in this wave, and Katara is one of the biggest characters on the show, so... they did release prototype pics of her, which I assume probably would come in a later wave, so if a later wave does come, we will have her, but let's get this open. Oh, by the way, they show the face on the side of the package. It's kind of weird that they don't have a plastic or anything over this, but whatever. Now the movie Appa's design is very similar to the cartoons just because there's only so much you can do with this character. I believe the pack on the back is a little bit different though in the cartoon. The other really big difference, of course, is the face. Look at that. Looks like a demented chipmunk. Not that chipmunks aren't kind of demented in the first place. But yeah, I think a lot of people were upset by I don't know if it's a more realistic look for the face, but it's just not a very flattering look. Other than that, this is just one solid piece in terms of nothing really moves. Even the feet don't have any articulation. The only articulate part is the head, which can rotate. And it doesn't even rotate a full 360. It can only go a little bit to each side. But it's probably all you actually need. Now, although you'll see seams on the tail, it's just because the tail snaps in. It's not actually articulate. So yeah, not terribly impressed, but for the character, there's only so much you can expect for a figure of this. Movie-wise, though, I can kind of understand that they can't go exactly the same route that they went in the cartoon, but it just seems that they could have done a lot better than this. I once actually saw a fan art for Appa where it kind of had a Pekingese face, and, it's the little dog, and I think that would have been kind of cool. It would have been a little bit different. Naturally, it wouldn't be exactly from the cartoon, but that's sort of a change people might be able to get behind as opposed to... I guess it's kind of a humanish face, but I don't even know what that looks like. If anybody has any idea what that looks like, other than crap, just toss in the comments below. At any rate, if you actually want one of these, they should probably still be in stores. The original price is $15, but I picked up on clearance at Target, not for $7.48 on the pack, but $3.75 because it was at 75% off clearance. So, for $3.75, definitely not a bad figure, especially because I could just customize the face or whatever later. It just really annoys me, but half the time I probably won't be looking too much at the face. I'd probably display it more from the profile angle so you'd see the actual body. So yeah, definitely something I probably wouldn't recommend, but, if you're into this sort of stuff, it's kind of cool. Now, I don't actually have any of the figures from that line to toss in there. I don't have my Prince of Persia's on hand either. All I have on hand right now is this one Wolverine, which... I don't even know how the heck it's supposed to see him. I guess maybe, the waist is supposed to go for that, but obviously Wolverine won't fit, but I assume the actual figures do. Until next time, folks.